Hello, welcome to our yoga session. So we're going to be doing a little bit of sun salutation, so flowing through the really beautiful sequence, and going to be adding a little bit of hip work as well. So hopefully you've done a little bit of meditation, a little bit of quieting down before you start. If not, just pause and get on with that first of all. So I recommend probably about 4 to 5 minutes before we start flowing, and we're going to start in a tabletop position. So this is where the hands are underneath the shoulders and the knees are underneath the hips. I'm just having a couple of nice deep breaths here, just so that we can lengthen through the spine. And then we're going to curl the toes and lift up the hips and come into downward facing dog. So it doesn't matter about your knees being bent and your heels up. It's more about having a nice straight flat back, pushing through the knuckles and dropping the palms of the hands into the mat. Trying to drop that chest down a little bit. And then we're walking the feet towards the hands, coming into halfway. So the legs are nice and straight and the back is too. So gently pushing into the shins with the hands. A gentle pulling in of the belly button and the pelvic floor, and we're just extending the head forward. So have a nice deep breath in, and then folding forward, bending the knees as much as we need to. And then really slowly coming up, letting the arms dangle, and the head is going to be the last thing to come up. And we're going to make our way to the top of the mat. So we're going to do the easier version, the modified version, first of all. So we'll do it nice and slowly, and we raise the arms up, and then we fold forward. Then we come to halfway, and then we exhale, dropping one leg and then the other, coming into plank. And then dropping the knees and the chest and the chin and the elbows tucked in, looking forward. And then flattening the feet, pushing forward, coming into baby cobra. So we're not putting any weight onto the hands. Deep breath in and then pushing on the exhale back to downward facing dog. And the next inhale, walking the feet towards the hands, coming into halfway. And then folding forward, and then coming all the way up, raising the arms up, and then bringing the arms back down, hands to heart. So let's flow through that with the breath. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, coming into plank. Inhale, knees, chest and chin. Exhale, just to hold, and then inhale, pushing forward, lifting up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms up, and then hands to heart. Now, if you want to flow through that a few more times, just press pause on the video and just do that as many times as you want to. The next thing I'm going to do is a more fuller version. So we'll do it all together first of all. So it's very similar. So arms up first of all. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, coming into plank. So this is where it changes. It's a little bit stronger. So we need to get ourselves into a plank, and then we tip forward, pushing through the toes. Drop down about halfway, keeping the elbows in, and then pushing forward. So first into baby cobra, and then coming into up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into halfway. Nice long spine. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands together. So let's flow through that using the breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, coming into plank. Inhale, tipping forward. Exhale, coming down halfway. Inhale, lifting up to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, well done. And again, if you want to pause the video and just flow through that as many times as is comfortable, feel free to do that. So we're just reconnecting with the breath and noticing the heart rate should have increased. See if we can just gently soften into the body. And we're going to do a little bit of work on the hips. So let's get ourselves into a forward fold first of all. And then we need to get ourselves into downward dog. So the right leg comes back and the left leg comes back. Remembering to push the knuckles and the flats of the hands into the mat. So we're not dumping weight onto the wrists. And it's mainly about having a nice straight back. So just allow the tailbone to lift up. I'm going to raise the right leg into the air, keeping the hips square first of all, and then flexing that foot, bending the knee, bringing the heel in, and then lifting up that knee and the hip. So really actively bringing that heel in towards the body. Well done. Let's drop that leg back down. And then inhale, left leg up. Exhale, flex that foot, bend the knee, bring the heel in, and then open up on this side. A couple of nice deep breaths here. Well done. And gently dropping that foot down. Taking any movement through the legs that feel nice. And let's just inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, push the heels just deeper away from you. Again, inhaling, coming up. Exhale, coming down. So we're going to take the right leg up, nice and straight, pointing the toes. And then we're going to need to bring that foot in between the hands. So we're bending the knee, looking forward, just gently dropping that foot in between the hands. Let's drop the left knee down, flatten the foot. And we're just going to gently move forward on an inhale. And then exhale, walk the hands back, straightening that leg, flexing the foot, coming to a hamstring stretch. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, coming back. Let's do two more. Lifting up and then exhaling, rounding that spine. And then coming forward. I'm just going to heel toe that foot to the edge of the mat so that I can bring the right hand into the center. You might want to take that left knee just a little bit further away. And we're going to add a twist here. So we need to take the right hand onto the right knee. The left hand comes into the center. And we're just going to gently push the knee away from us. So we're opening up. Hopefully you can see. And we're just lifting up the sole of the foot. And then you can gently twist into this position as much as you want to. So you can notice that I'm on tented fingers, just gives me a little bit of more control. Feeling it through the hips. And gently bringing that right knee back, flattening the foot. And we're going to take both hands onto the mat. So we're nice and straight underneath the shoulders. And then we're going to drop left elbow down. See how that feels? Maybe drop the head down. And we could drop that right elbow down as well. Just a deeper stretch through the hips. Holding for one more breath. And then coming back up onto the hands. And a little bit more of a challenge. We're going to curl the left toes under, lift up that knee, and gently sort of saw backwards and forwards on the toes. Well done. So we need to get ourselves back into downward facing dog. Let's do it an easy way first. We're dropping that left knee down and we're just going to tip back, bring the right knee back onto the mat, curl the toes under and back into downward dog. And just notice how the right side of the body feels. Let's have a nice deep breath. And I'm going to do the same on the left side. So the left leg up. Exhale, bend that knee, bring the foot through and drop the right knee down this time. Tented fingers, pushing into the mat. Deep breath in, lifting forward and exhale. Let's come into hamstring stretch. On the exhale, pushing forward again. It's really deeply stretching the groin, the hip flexors. So last time, coming backwards. And then coming forwards. And then we're going to come into this lizard. So we need to just heel toe that foot across. Let's drop the left hand into the center. Let's just see how we feel here. By all means, take any other movement. And then the right hand comes into the center. Left hand comes onto the knee and gently opening this lizard. You can go a little bit deeper by twisting. Just take it nice and easy. Obviously modify any of these shapes, these poses to fit your own body. And then slowly let's just bring that knee gently back. Hands back on the mat underneath the shoulders. So we've got dropping one elbow down. If that feels okay, drop the head down and drop the other elbow down. Excellent, well done. Back up onto the hands. Now you can feel free to stay in any of these positions if you want to pause. And then we're coming up onto the toes and just moving backwards and forwards. And then back into downward facing dog. So dropping that knee down, bringing that left leg back. Making sure the hands are in position before coming back into downward facing dog. And if you're just doing this short little video, you always need to have a little bit of a rest at the end. So either coming into Shavasana where you're lying down on your back, or you come into child's pose. So just dropping the knees down, sitting back onto the heels and dropping the arms down by the side. So you're resting the whole of the body. Staying here for as long as you can, at least 20 breaths. Thanks very much.